Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check 41. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Regular. Let's get off the field. Kick that.
Here's Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Good. 180. They can't hang with us.
Mayfield on first down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Now the pass brought in by Roberts. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield off the play fake. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's what you're flying on the ball.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, Zoo. You must be getting tired.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And the Browns first down.
Hey, look. 180. 48 right now. Let's go. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right?
He's got him in, complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 92 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Point it right. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Run.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Regular.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Double dog. That's the way. Double time.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. The point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on, set. Go to base. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, D-line, let's get it. Go. Slam, slam, slam. Set up.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 3, check 3.
Play fake. Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Good. 180. Hey, check. Check 4. Pistol.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
All day. Any day. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like this.
Mayfield looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling us
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. He kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Now last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead too.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater, the veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And a decent effort, but they'll mark him down about 3 yards shy of the first. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He'll return it from the 6. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. 48 for Mike.
Mayfield now. side here, Beckham. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Trying to get it to Landry there.
We can't be stopped.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Right here, right here.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Keep playing hard. Let's go now. 50 Henry. Check. 50. Let's go. Come on. You mine. Echo.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Tighten up. Kill.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 53. Silver.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
53 is the mark. Hey, let's get in there.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
No, slant. Watch the slant. Motion. Set. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
From the 39, Bridgewater. Caught right side at Snead. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Set, ready, 50 the flag. Check, 53's Mike. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Check. Front row. West. Check. Shoot.
On first down, it's Ingram. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Ingram again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Following the interception, Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
2 times, 2 times. 3 down, 3 down. 3 down, 3 down.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Let's go.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Watch the eye.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So a nice chunk play running the football, followed by that, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, maybe so, but they don't seem to be that concerned about it, because when you've got a big-time runner, you will trade a few of those for those big chunk explosive runs that he provides. Those add up over time, don't they?
180! Run. Watch the pass. Here we go. Let's go. Rush in.
And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. They're not ready for this.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the double. 53 is the mic. Here we go, D. Go. Here I come. 53.
Bridgewater. This one complete to Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Ready? Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Danny. Short. At 58 is the Mike.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on, set. 30 base. Check me. Let's go, defense.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. They go screen. This is Ingram. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Brought in left side by Snead. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Bridgewater throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tried to get it to Willie Snead there, and it's 3rd and 5.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
The throw right sideline here is complete. A gain of 6 there on first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
forced out to us, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joe Schobert in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Open man is Michael Thomas. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater, and he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week, now 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up. But relentless, that's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying him. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Travis Carey.
Go! Interception, baby, all day, all day.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The recipe is pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They run again with Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop?
Real.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
Throwing. Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
180. He's crashing. He's pointing right, pointing right, pointing right.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Here we go.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question.